Hello there guys, this is Draco, and we are back with more versus. This time, Modern Merfolk is gonna face up against Hammertime. Hammertime is actually looking pretty strong. It's still there, even though they banned this Lurrus animal, and it's not like the most important card for them, it seemed. So even though that was a big thing, it's still really important that we as the fish players are able to beat this. So today we're gonna go a bit in depth with the Hammertime matchups, and I'm excited about this one. Yet again, we will have Jeppe piloting the deck, and Jeppe will be doing this while trying to see if he can kill us really fast with the combination of Sigarda's 8, where they want to try to put down the hammer really fast on creatures and killing us right away. So it's a really fast deck. And today we will be running this deck here, as you can see. This is my current list, which is a relatively straight the line mono blue list. We got our all the normal with the Vial, Tidechipper. We got 4 Trixes, 4 Adepts, 8 Lord, 2 Spreading Seas. They're going to be coming in today because Hammertime is also playing Urza's Saga. 3 Glassful Mimics, 3 Force main, 3 Subtlety main, 2 Dismembers, and 4 Svaloons. In the sideboard, we luckily got some action against Hammertime. Primarily of note, Hercules Recall. Return all life to their own hands. That's really good. A Singleton Skydiver can also be nice. And then bounce effects are great, because when they finally attack in, we need to be able to do something with Brazen Borrower or Harbinger of the Tides. So, I don't want to go too much in depth with the list. We'll be seeing it live, but in general, it's a really fast deck. Typically, it's white and blue, and we will see if we can beat them today. And he says his body is ready. So let's challenge it. And of course, remember that if you wanna subscribe to my channel, YouTube, you are welcome to do that. If you like what I do here, where we try to do this in-depth matchups, you can definitely also do that. Like my video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be doing a lot more of these versus videos. I think they're pretty cool, and we're gonna play some music as well. Like this, pretty nice. Okay, so we won the die roll. We won the die roll. Good thing we won the die roll. Let's play first. This hand is a bit slow, but we do have the option of going relatively fast with the Tidechipper. Could be relevant against them. I think we keep it. We can play the Mimic on 1. And Fortification can be used against Sigarda's 8. I'm gonna take off my shirt. It's getting hot in here. Oh, Jeppe, starting with the planes into an Esper Sentinel. This is an annoying card. I don't think we can play the Tidechipper here. But we can draw the Mutavault. Block with the Mutavault. Unfortunately, we didn't draw a land here. Stoneforge Mage 6 is good for him. Hopefully we can draw a land here so we can play Svaloon out. Oof, card complete. That card's gonna be beating here. It's gonna come in hot next turn. It's gonna be a hefty beater. It's a 5/5 haste. Here comes the Saga. Luckily we can jump with the Sideboard next turn and draw a card. Just give us 5 points of damage each turn. It can't. It has the effect that when this creature deals combat damage to a creature, exile it. It's not all the lists that are running card for complete, but it's a good card. Luckily for us, we didn't draw land here. But yeah, I think we just jump. Salty is not good in this matchup. The card of complete is coming in. We don't really care about beating Stratwall. So here it's still better not to take the 5 points of damage. He took the damage. He's under pressure, it seems. I think it was really nice that we got the Sideboard to do our dirty work for us. Nothing. Nothing. And that is interesting. They don't have that many instants, so I don't really know what's going on here. Manuveur is a good draw. I think we just want to hold up Subtlety and attack. Can he do something? I don't see it. Of course you can put in something with Stoneforge. We can't really do anything about that. It could be a Nettle Cyst. A Nettle Cyst would be a 3/3. So maybe it would be nice to... Actually, it could be a good play to play a Lord and attack with the other Manuveur as well. Then we just block with the Lord. Just take the damage. We just take the damage. Just to make this Valoon bigger. Reality chip. That was to block this Valoon, so good thing we got the Master in. Even if he removes the master, we won't be lethal. And he's on going down to 12 here. I think he can do some crazy stuff here. Luckily we have Force Negation up and Subtlety. He's missing his blue source. So here the Sigarda says we need to counter this one. I think we might as well just remove a Lord. I think what we're gonna do is that we're gonna give our creatures haste, you know, unblockable. We only need one Lord. It might be better not to attack with him. He's gonna get a draw here. But just really good to get these Sigarda's 8 out there. If you can play a Spreading Seas, we can attack in for let's imagine we draw a land. And we can activate Spreading Seas. Play down a Lord, hit in for 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not enough. But it was a really good Force Negation here. The key to this matchup is typically bounce spells. We don't have that many before the sideboard. I think we are glad we counted this one. So here we just take it. Going down to 4. Puresteel Paladin. We'll see that one. Goes on top. Interesting here, he goes to 10. Give out runes. I mean, that was pretty interesting. So if Spreading Seas and attack with Mutavault, it's 4, 5, 6, 7. If we Spreading Seas and Lord and attack with the 2 creatures at 5, 6, 7, 8, we go to 2 and we have 2 blockers. I think the concept is that we need to Spreading Seas one of the islands and then hope he doesn't kill us next turn. So if Spreading Seas one of the islands, we'll be able to untap Svedlund for the block, right? Spreading Seas also costs 3 mana if we don't want him to draw. Winds of Teeth is a beating. We actually can't really win against the Winds of Teeth. Puresteel Paladin, because it'll mean that he can remove a card for complete and equip it. Instant speed. This is a tough one. Okay, so we are pretty screwed here because Puresteel Paladin means that he can attack with his team. He can even give the card for complete protection from blue. So, and we can't kill him this turn. So, what's the option? Presenting lethal, meaning let's just start by drawing a card. I don't think we have the mana to do this. Trickster's interesting. That's actually the right play. So now we just attack with this one, hit for 4. Okay, so what's gonna happen here is that he will most likely attack with his team. Yeah, let's just see what he does here. Okay, that's annoying. Shadow Spear. He's just going off here. We need to use Trickster. Okay. So what's gonna happen here? He can attack in. The problem is the give up runes. That give up runes is really annoying. We can't do it now. We needed 1 mana here. See, we can actually Motor Vault. Then he'll just yeah, that's the right play. This won't work, he can give it protection. Ah, crazy. Because he removed it then. Okay. Okay, from the sideboard we got a lot of things here. We got Harbingers, Brazen Burrows, and Skydiver and Hercules Recall. We don't like the subtleties. I don't think we like the Force Negations, even though they're good against Sigarda's aid. We like the Spring Seas. We like the Tricksters a lot. We like all of this. I think Svelun is also good in this matchup. Could we play that differently? I think we was just a bit too far behind. I think the only play that maybe yeah, it's tough against the card of complete, but we were close to being lethal at the round we had there. If he had a Herald Fountain, we would have won. Wonder what he's sideboarding in. Okay, let's start out here again. Also, we got these new lands in. They're pretty nice. I like this hand a bit slow with double Ether Vial, but we have the Tide Chipper. So I think I'm gonna keep it anyways. We might actually lead on Mutavault. They won't play out Ursa Saga in round 1, so won't get the value yet. Maybe Sigarda's 8 here. Maybe Esper Song. Steel Shepherd's Gift. He finds the Nettle Cysts. Okay. Damn. Pretty decent here. Oof, that Hercules Recall is a beauty. That's gonna be relevant here. Just gonna take it here. You know we have the Tide Chipper, but it's only a 1/1. That was a very unimpressive round from him. Oh, that's why. That's okay. Taito is pretty nice because now I wanted to mimic and copy Adept, but instead I can take out Inkmoth Nexus with one of the Tide Chippers, then I still have a Tide Chipper for the Ursa Saga, and then I can also play out Ether Vial. So I like this sequence. Of course I don't want to trade with the Midnight. Now the Metal Cyst could come out. Here comes the Ursa Saga. Into the Metal Cyst. We can take one hit of damage from the Metal Cyst. The concept here is that what's best to play out. Maybe it would be better to play Spreading Seas in order to draw a land, and I can also then Ether Vial out. So I think actually Spreading Seas is pretty nice here. Brazen Borrow is also decent. Now I think I just play out Mimic. And just pass the turn. Now comes the card as 8. That's dangerous. But he can't play... I think we just take it here. He only has some blue mana. That's 15 points of damage, that's pretty crazy. But we could put that on your Hopter anyways. 16 points of damage. Scary shit. That's really good sequencing from him. So 3 HP, that's not the best situation to be in. I think we'll let him attack next turn. So okay, so Herc's Recall is going to be our savior here. There's actually an argument of doing it now. If he has something like Spell Pierce. We wait. We also have the Brazen Burrow. Good thing we held on to that one. Better work. Herc's Recall. Now we can just replay with Nettle Cysts. So we're not out of the woods yet. That's the problem with this line of plays here. So we want to use Tide Shipper and Brazen Burrow next turn, but I don't think we want to use Warlock Grove, so let's just crack it. Master is also nice. Another recall, that was pretty good. Can't complain about that draw. And now he can attack in and we can actually double block Nettle Cyst, and when he uses Sigarda's aid, we can recall. Then he's also tapped out, so we let him attack. just gonna go for the play here. Maybe you won't. Now we can swing back for lethal. Okay, so Herc's Recall is pretty crazy versus them, but we needed two to win. I don't see how he can beat us now, since he's on 11. His members are also good. It's really crazy. I'm really wondering if I should be using Force of Negation. Because the Sigarda is so insane. But it's only like, you can only count like 4 Sigarda with it, so I think it's too narrow. Yeah, this hand is fine. Some old school Mark Pool art is here. Hope you enjoy it. Oh, that card is good against us. Maybe he'll just be a too fast draw for us here. Especially because he can protect it with the give up runes. This is good. He's naming either vial, so we can't use our vial now. And Sigarda said. So hopefully he doesn't have that much more than this. We might as well take it up. It might be relevant if we can bounce his artifacts at one time. Let's just get a Mutavault out there. Really good play by him having the Pithing Needle here. Imagine this draw, how fast it could be if we were able to double Lord next turn or something, or even we need him not to have a fast hand. It's almost like a combo, right? Here comes the Puresteel Paladin. Two cards in hand, maybe he doesn't have it. Oh, that one gets in. Which is signifying that he might have the Colossus Hammer in hand. He could have a lot of things in hand, but he could also be faking this. And what is that Sigarda Adept really doing here? So he could be having Springleaf, Shadow Spear, Colossus Hammer. He's really signaling it here. I think I'll try to call his bluff, but I think we need something magical here to happen. He did have the hammer, so this is a fast draw. This is a fast draw. So, he doesn't quite have it up yet. His Metalcraft for Puresteel Paladin that allows him to re-equip everything. This is just a good card. So I think we need to play the Adept to see what we draw here, and then we can jump. That's not what we needed. We needed Dismember for the Puresteel Paladin. The problem is now he can just fight another one. Yeah, that's good. That's good. This is not looking good here. He could actually kill us. As you can equip the... Yep, trample. Unfortunately, we didn't get to win that one. But we're gonna try one more. See if he's up for it. So, okay, we learned that the non-creature spells are really important actually. This is why this hand is actually not the worst. Keep this. Okay, we can Island and Violin. But he has a really good draw. Sigarda said we need to counter this. And then we just say we only need one Lord here. Because maybe we might need one to play that Mimic. Hopefully he can deal with our Vial here, it could be really good. It's actually interesting the Force Negation seems to be doing some good stuff. So split down the Adept. Springsy is decent. If he doesn't... right now his Puresteel Paladin doesn't really do that much. I don't want to use Dragster if I don't have to. Reality Chip. So we could be tapping it down just to allow him not to draw. He's not gonna attack, so I think that would be pretty crazy. I think it's better to get the... But if we do that, he doesn't draw a card. He's on two cards in hand, and we can hit him in for 6. So it might be pretty nice. Let's try to do that. Sigarda's 8. So maybe it's good to keep him off drawing. Keep this on 2. Tricks is pretty nice. They haven't had on fountain here. So we're just gonna get in for 6, and then we can... So he will be dead next turn. And maybe we just tap down Puresteel Paladin. In upkeep, it's just such a strong card. I think it's the best thing to do. Now we can't use it, the fast equipment. So he gets a draw, but he can't equip it at instant speed, so we can jump block this. Now it doesn't have flying. This is scary. So next turn he can equip all of this all the way he wants. He's no cards in hand. So we need to jump here because we can kill him in 2 turns. We can't kill him next turn unless we draw exactly Lord, and we have 2 draws to do that. But if we just trump with Trickster here, then the Lord will also be lethal. So we are going to trump it with Trickster, and next turn he can potentially do a lot of damage to us. Luckily, he won't be able to create anything here. We want to keep this on 2. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Still had all of these. Okay, so we took the first game this one. Even though Falsification was nice there, I don't think it's the right wing to do. Okay, so we're still gonna do the same sideboarding. We got the Harbingers, Hercules Recall, and the one of the Sigarda. We're gonna draw that one. Check out the subtleties, the force negations. And this is looking decent. This is looking okay. Let's see if we can win one. Could be pretty nice to do. This hand is, it's okay. And we have the Skydiver. That could be nice. Not a bad turn 1. So if we just place down the hammer on this one, we can tap it down next turn, and then if we draw land, we can Skydiver. If he doesn't have it. He did. Land? They don't have that much removal, so I think actually it's just as good just to play down the Adept to be able to draw land. It's gonna reveal a Sphere Loom. Because if we draw land next turn, we can steal it with the Diver. He'll get one more next turn. These Ursa Sagas are gonna run out of control for us. We got one more here. With Shadow Spear. That's not good. Then he gets Trample and he can kill us. But we wouldn't be able to draw it next turn anyways. Yes, and we are dead. Fast draw from the man. That was unfortunate. They can really have some explosive draws. It's like it's like crazy. This hand has no lands. This is better. We can just pitch down the Glasspool Mimetic. Double Trickster is fine, and Svalun can sometimes run away with the game. But it's annoying we're not, we need to draw some of our sideboard options. He kept 7. What is this here? Give up runes annoying. This is an annoying card against us. So we can pass here. Stoneforge Mystic, okay. Probably finding the hammer. If I was to guess either that or Nettletist. Shadow Spear, okay, interesting. Didn't want to attack. So what's gonna happen? Does it really matter? Playing Trickster here. We're gonna play Svalun next turn. Next turn. I think a Trickster could be nice to have. Okay, this Trickster needs to do work. But it's not gonna do enough. Maybe we shouldn't have drawn. I don't think we should have played down the Mutterwall actually. But we have a chance if we are lucky enough to draw Thieving Sigarda, because that gets around Give Up Runes. Okay. Interesting line here. Maybe he does have something like the card for complete on hand. Maybe he sides that out actually. And then he goes to attack. Okay. I think what we want to do here is to attack with the Svalun, and if he does something crazy we can trickster it down. If he does have the catch complete, we just not in a good spot. Alternatively, we can crack the grove. But the trickster won't work because of giver runes. So, oh, I think we know what we do. We trickster down Stoneforge now, so we get to see his hand. See, so he's gonna tell us what to do. So what's gonna happen? What do you got, man? What is this? It was the catch complete. Okay, so good thing we didn't attack into that. We're not looking strong here, but if we are, if he doesn't, he can't have that much more here. The giver rules is just beating against us. We need to draw something, a great draw. Again, Hurker's Recall. We take some damage here, but next turn we can crack the grove and attack with Sverlu. That'll give us something. That's not good. It's actually funny that it seems like some of the best things we can do is to force negation what they do. It just seems so crazy against 6 non-creature spells. I think it's not correct. Paradise Mantle. That's a good, interesting tech. What does he need that mana for? Yeah, so we can't really do anything about that one. We're gonna take out the vial. What's the Hurker's Recall? I like to see it. And here we guys actually have a decent attack. I think I want to attack it with Manuveur just to present all the damage I can. We have to, I think we have to use Recall next turn. That's really good for us that he's throwing away the Stoneforge Mystic here. Now the Recall is getting a lot better. Yeah, of course he's not throwing it away. He has the Giver of Runes. So it takes 6 points of damage, going down to 17. So, yeah, we're gonna do it when he attacks. We need to do it when he attacks. It's not the best case scenario, this one, but we can't really do much more. We need to do it right away. Let's see if this works. I don't think they have spell pierce against us here. I can get the catch complete down again. That might be a time walk. That's a lot. We're gonna get hit by a lot next turn. this one up. Hopefully we can draw something like... There would not even... Brazen Borrower is the best draw. Okay, I think actually there are some lines we need to consider here. Because we're going to take a lot of damage next turn from the lifelink. We have 8 lords in the deck. So there is a consideration just to going all in here. And how much damage can we utilize? Let's say we Tideshaper and we activate Mutavault and we get a lord from the Soya Lunatic. That would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's only 13, 14. Then he can swing back for a lot and a lot lifelink. But can he kill us? That's the question. If we crack the grove first, we have another chance. I think we should do that. Okay, I think still we need to go for it. That was good thing we cracked the grove. Okay. The problem is that we're only on 14 and we need both the creatures. Just see how much damage he's representing. This is a beating because this is another big threat. And Phyrexian, the card complete will hit us for 5, 10, 11. If he has nothing, we can win this, but if he has just a little something. I think it's good that we didn't play the Mimic. We are able to copy the Master next turn. But it's actually a more difficult matchup than I imagined. They can do so much with so little. But I think he's under. It seems like he's in the tank. I always like to get people in the tank. That means that they are thinking about it. What will he do? The Yibbit? The Otter? The Crazy Otter. Give Runes has really been a strong card in these games. I think it's a new tech. They didn't used to run this, I think. So here comes the Shadow Spear. This would of course give him a lot of life, but that's why the Glassblow Mimic is important. If he has no interaction, we can copy the Master, and then we would be able to beat for 17, 21. I think it's like something like 24 damage. Just copying the Master. Unblockable damage, that is. But if he can do anything, he can kill off Tideshaper or Master, then it's a completely different ball game. Because we can activate the Mutavault, and the Mutavault, Tideshaper, and Merfolk Tricksters, they all then deal 4 damage. So that's 16 damage just in those guys. The Svelun gives 5 damage. That's 21, and then the master can attack itself. So but I think so. Here we just take it. We can't lose any of these creatures, and they can just block. So let us take 11 points of damage. Hopefully we don't die. So that's why we didn't play the Mimic, and he can't do anything else. Looks like we may have it here. Another Lord, okay, so we then played on the Lord first. Then we have 2 targets to copy with Mimic. This is where a fog effect would be great for Jeppe. Quite insane. Quite insane, we did it. We managed to get... We managed to do it, to give a 1-1, and this was really, really nice games. I think that actually it was a difficult matchup. And Jeppe just wrote me here that he just needs to find a couple of points of damage. And it was really tight games. But I think the deck performed well against Hammertime here. I think what was clearly a big game impact was Hercules Recall, and I think this is right now better than Sigarda. I completely enjoy Hercules Recall, and then one of the other things that's important is that they have so many blockers, and it seems like it's typically a race situation, and we won a couple of games like this one where we were able to do unblockable damage. They have so little interaction, and I think actually that can be the key to this matchup if we are really good at identifying when we should try to just create a board and do push in some damage. So it was a nice way to end it out. So it ended like Jeppe won the first BO3 and we won the second BO3, and both of them were 2-1, so pretty tight. That's why we don't want to keep it too long, where both Jeppe and I need to go to bed. But it was nice to hang out. It was nice to have another versus series here. And thanks for watching. Of course, if you like this video and like what I do, remember to give me a like on the video, subscribe to my channel, and see you next time for more Modern Merfolk action. Goodbye.